That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's Sunday Fun Day, and we are live in the alley with Billy Trzynski and Josh Savali. Let's go, Buffalo! Sunday afternoon in the alley. Girls, boys, and bills at Downtown Brew Ballet. Prognostications and various jokes. Your beer, we're so glad you're alive in the alley.
Dave, is that one supposed to be plugged in?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. I wonder why I wasn't getting it, but it's all right. I didn't need it for this shot.
Oh.
I thought it was one of those wireless.
Yeah, jumping wireless, but a foot away from it. We don't need anything with this. Hello, and welcome to week 9 of Live
In the Alley.
In the Alley. Josh, you look so different today.
And I did not have good timing with you at all.
No. It's all about synchronization here on the show. Josh has been placed on the 2-week IR. He's okay, right? He's fine. He's just fine. He'll be out for a few weeks. Recovering, recuperating, and searching up more bad jokes to tell on the show.
Yes.
Speaking of bad jokes.
This guy?
Yes.
Oh.
I feel like after the first 3 quarters of Thursday night, the previous 3 weeks were all a bad joke that the Bills were playing on.
I see where you're going with that. Yes.
Not very far, obviously. Well, they looked pretty good on Thursday night.
For the first half.
Well, sure. And then coaching, I think, kind of throttled them back to play conservative and play not to lose the game, but that's a different story for a different time, I guess. Focus on the good.
Okay, sorry.
Another boring Josh Allen stat we can start off with. Allen becomes the first player in the Super Bowl era with 17 or more pass touchdowns or 5 or more rush touchdowns in the team's first 8 games.
Ooh.
Seems kind of trivial by this point because there's so many stats and so many things you can look at. It's like, yeah, no one's ever done that before. Big deal, we know. Whether his name is Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes or Lamar. No one's done it before.
Or Patrick Mahomes.
Or Lamar Mahomes.
Yes.
That's a cross between them two.
They dominate the record books.
They do. You talk about. So anyway, the first half of the game was pretty good. But even throughout the whole game, Allen looked a little more true to form. 31 of 40, 325 yards, 2 touchdowns. Okay.
He still has like the best completion percentage, right?
Yeah, 71.3% in the NFL, somewhere or right about there. I mean,
I thought he wasn't going to be accurate.
No, but when you go, let's see, 31 of 40, I believe, is 77%. Ooh, that's higher than his average for the season. Still pretty good.
That's still pretty good.
You know what was pretty good?
What?
The distribution of the football as well by the Bills on Thursday night.
Why? Who caught the ball?
Khalil Shakir.
Ooh.
Oh, you know who else caught the ball when you don't try to bomb it to him every time?
What's that?
Gabe Davis.
Oh.
You know who catches the ball because he's one of the best receivers in the NFL? Stephon Diggs. You know who catches the ball because he's an up-and-coming first-round draft pick that in the last 2 games you've actually started to utilize?
No, who?
Dalton Kincaid. First career touchdown in the NFL, which was a beauty.
Yeah.
Caught the ball at his hip like this, and
That guy's hands are ridiculous.
he's
It
good.
great. I can't really talk right now, though.
Uh-oh. It's the cops. Sorry. Yes, his hands are very good. He looks every bit, though, in the past 2 games, what that tall, tight end, not a tight end, slot threat in the NFL is. Your Kelce's,
Travis
your Kittles.
Kelce.
Exactly.
Yes.
And maybe he doesn't have, like, the bake-out speed that maybe Kittle is a little quicker, but he definitely can go get the ball.
You don't tackle him with the first guy.
No. And he secures the ball very well. I mean, those guys have that mindset of, I'm big, I can catch, and I'm not going to give it back to you either.
That's right.
And it's going to take a lot to take me down. So that was very, I don't say encouraging, like you're supposed to be good. So it's nice. This is what happens when the Bills can go from 12 personnel, which means 2 tight ends and 2 wide receivers, to 11 personnel, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And that seems of what they've been should have been doing all season, but they kind of forced the issue and wanted Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid out on the field at the same time.
They thought it would work.
Well, it didn't. And with Knox out, Kincaid showed why we should be doing it this way.
That did work.
And it did work. And Shakir 6 for 92, Gabe Davis 9 for 87, Diggs 9 for 70, Kincaid 5 for 65. That's ball distribution.
It would have been nice if somebody got over 100.
Well, Diggs for me. But the Bills also ran a little more up-tempo pace, especially in the first half.
In the first half.
Yes, once again in the first half. Coaching. We're calling this coaching. Sean McDermott's a freaking restricted
Sorry,
plate.
trying not to harp on it, but I was very disappointed with the second half.
I agree. And Sean McDermott is a restricted plate. For those of you who don't know what a restricted plate is, it is a little plate that goes over the air intake on, say, like a NASCAR automobile that restricts the flow of air, more horsepower. This is how on bigger tracks they keep the cars slower, so it's more safe.
Man, I learn something new every day.
We don't want more safe. We want Sean McDermott to undo that restrictor plate, and they're peacock. They got to fly. Other than flying, they run a lot, which sometimes is good, sometimes not. Cook still looks okay.
Yep.
Leonard Fournette signed to the squad this week.
That guy has the biggest thighs I've ever seen in my entire life.
This is the size of one of his thighs.
No, I think it's bigger than that. Here.
Leonard Fournette's thigh.
There we go.
He's not playing tonight, though.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't think so. Are any of the guys they picked
I was
up?
going to get there. I'm pretty sure the dude from Philly is going to be active at defensive tackle.
Yep.
And then Ra's al Ghul, which we're going to call him for the rest of the time, Ra's al Ghul Douglas.
Yes.
I think they should play him. He comes from a zone scheme.
I'm fine if they start the two guys that know the system, and if he needs to, like, if they need a break.
Yeah.
I'm okay if he steps in for a little while.
Sure.
But I think the guys that are in the system are better off right now.
Yeah, I still think he needs to be in there, though.
Yeah.
Like, in some capacity.
Sure.
Real quick, back to the speed of the Bills' offense. One more little nugget for you. The Bills ran quite a bit of no-huddle on Thursday night. It was nice to see. They ran 20 no-huddle plays. That's quite a bit. They were successful, and by successful, positive yards gained on 65% of those 20 no-huddle plays. Being successful on 50% of your no-huddle plays is considered elite.
Oh, nice.
The Bills were successful on 65%.
I'll take that.
Yeah, the first time in 30 years that a Bills team has been over 50% success rate in no-huddle.
I wonder why they stopped doing that.
Restrictor play.
Sorry, I can't let it go.
Nope, and I won't let you let it go. I'll never let you go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Okay, let it go. Josh would be singing "Let It Go"
I
by now,
know,
just so you know.
I'm just not good at singing.
No, well, it's just because you don't like music.
That's right.
It's true.
There are parts of it that are true, yes.
Do you like Scott's music?
Oh, God, yeah.
I thought you didn't like music.
I don't.
Boy, you were a panderer.
You don't like my music?
No, I don't like all music.
All music or all music?
I said all music.
Yeah, both.
Come on.
We're falling apart at the seams here.
What about the theme song?
It's passable.
What about Q&A with Double A?
That show's terrible.
What about the A-Team theme song that Scott wrote?
It's fantastic if you are a 5-year-old.
He's going to come off the stairs
Ready
just...
for pitchforks.
Yeah, I know. Well, a lot of people would like to attack us with pitchforks.
Thanks, buddy. Oh, not me.
I don't know. You have to ask Santa Claus.
No, I'm talking about him.
Yeah, see? That's what I mean.
Walmart specials. Yeah.
No one can hear me on the show, though. So
No, absolutely not.
you guys look like you're just talking to the air.
Well, that's the whole point of the show.
What was that? So enough about the Bills being great again,
Yes,
because
yes.
obviously they are, at least for 2 quarters. But no, it was fun. It was enjoyable. The end of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, the Bills traded for Ra's al Ghul Douglas. If you didn't, catch that whole thing.
Yes.
Defensive back for the Packers. Very physical, up front, zone defender.
Should fit perfectly.
Should fit well and bring the aspect of maybe getting a turnover or 2 on defense back, which would be nice.
He is a ball hawk.
Yes. And we signed Shmagama from last played for the Eagles last year and took him to the Super Bowl.
He's a big fat boy.
Yeah, he's as Brandon Bean says, he throws weight around.
Yeah.
He does. He's got a big old belly.
Yeah.
Speaking of big old bellies, the Cincinnati Bengals' stomachs are full of gross Skyline chili. And to tell us how bad Skyline chili is, it's time for Jives.
Wizima!
Good job.
It's time for Jive Here's Jimmer. He's a pretty smart guy.
I bet Skyline chili once.
Wasn't that great?
No.
Nah, once is enough. I had to try it.
With
But
with the spaghetti?
Yeah.
Actually, at Rocco's once.
Oh.
That's
Believe it or not.
Never mind.
That's your
Nothing.
first mistake.
No.
Skyline Chili at Rocco's. All right. All right, with the Bengals, who are we going to talk about? But Joe Burrow.
Oh.
Came into the NFL, first overall pick in the 2020 draft, immediately put in Cincinnati's starting lineup. First year, not too successful. Week 11, they were 2-7-1. Burrow tore his ACL and MCL in a game against Washington. Both of them on injured reserve, missed the rest of the season. Bounced back in 21, led the Bengals to a 10-6 regular season record, was named NFL Comeback Player of the Year, guided Cincinnati to the Super Bowl, where they lost to the Rams 23-20. Last year, continued success with Burrow, regular season 12-4. Fell short of a second consecutive Super Bowl appearance, losing the AFC Championship game to Kansas City, just like the previous year's Super Bowl, losing 23-20. Prior to Burrow arriving in Cincinnati, the Bengals had 4 consecutive losing seasons and had not reached the playoffs since a wild card loss to the Steelers in January of 2015. This September,
I thought you were going all the way back to Esiason.
no, not that far.
No.
Is that Kitna?
Kitna or Andy Dalton.
Dalton. Oh, yeah, probably Dalton.
This September, the Bengals rewarded Burrow with a 5-year contract extension, $275 million, average of $55 million per year, making him the highest yearly salaried player in NFL history.
Pesos?
Now, that would be American dollars.
Okay. You didn't specify. I just need to be sure.
Now, Patrick Mahomes signed a bigger contract, $450 million, but that's spread out over 10 years, whereas Burrow's is 5 years. At the beginning of the season, it was starting to look like not too good of an investment for the Bengals. Very first day of training camp this past July, Burrow injured his right calf, missed the rest of training camp, as well as all 3 of the Bengals preseason games. Got to note, though, they did sign him to the contract extension after the calf injury, so they were well aware of that. Season did not start well for the Bengals. They started 0-2, then 1-3. 2 lowest points of their first 4 games. Week 1 when they lost 24-3 at Cleveland. Then week 4, a 27-3 loss to the Titans.
Like we all predicted that day.
Pretty much. In those first 4 games, Burrow's passing stats, not that good. 87 for 151, completion percentage just over 57%, excuse me. Only 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Now, it wasn't only Burrow that underperformed for the Bengals offense. Former Pro Bowl running back Joe Mixon, highest rushing output during that stretch was only 67 yards. Another Pro Bowl player, wide receiver Jamar Chase, he didn't score a single TD in the first 4 games. Bengals have since righted the ship. Now have won 3 straight, putting them at 4-3, tied for 3rd or tied for last, however you want to look at it, with Cleveland in the AFC North. Now, a little side note. Every team in the AFC North is over 500.
Yes.
Who had this division as being the best overall division in football?
Josh.
I was pretending to be Josh.
All right, past 3 games, Burrow's stats have been significantly better. 88 for 113, completion percentage over 77. And while he only had 2 touchdown passes in his first 4, in his past 3, he's had 8 touchdown passes.
That's better.
That's quite a bit better.
Significantly.
Yeah.
Now, last week was Cincinnati's best game of the season. They went into San Francisco, where the 49ers were on an 11-game home winning streak. And they beat San Fran 31-17.
Ooh, that wasn't pretty.
It was a game where the Bengals never trailed. Burrow had his best game of the year, going 28 of 32 for 283 and 3 touchdowns. And at one point, he went 19 straight passes without an incompletion.
I hate when he's good. Macaulay Culkin looking like jerk face.
Yeah.
I like Macaulay Culkin, but not Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Now, I just talked about Burrow's improving quarterback rating the past 3 games. In this game versus San Fran, his rating was 134.8. And in case you're wondering, the highest possible is 158.3.
Oh, you mean the one that Josh Allen attained earlier this season?
Yes, last player to do so being Josh Allen versus Miami. Getting back to Burrow, looks like his calf injury is a thing of the past, as he also had his career-high rushing output in a single game. He had 43 yards rushing, besting his previous career high of 7 yards.
I was going to say, I don't think he rushes very
No,
much.
That's
so
it.
You could tell in a guy who's had a lower body injury, he's tore his knee up. He started the year off with a bum calf. There were some plays in that 49ers game where he looked like Josh Allen getting away from the big defenders on the 49ers defensive front. and he was stiff-arming guys and running away from Bosa. I mean, that's the sign of being healthy from a lower body injury, is being able to be strong enough to do that. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, kind of, oh, crap, he's good again.
He's good again, and he's got the confidence now that the calf is not lingering, hence his career high of 43 yards rushing.
Obviously.
Now, Cincinnati needs to hope Burrow's improved play translate over to their other star offensive players. I mentioned running back Joe Mixon.
Oh.
He has yet to go over 100 yards rushing in a game this season. Has only gotten over 80 yards twice so far. And then also Jamar Chase, getting back to him. He was probably a first-round draft pick in fantasy football leagues. I think both leagues I'm in, he went 4th overall. He has only scored 4 TDs this year, 3 of which came in one game versus Arizona. He has gotten 100 yards or more receiving 2 out of the past 3, but not as much as you would have thought based on previous projections for the year.
You'd think by now he'd be up with Tyreek Hill leading the lead in yards.
Exactly.
And whatnot.
Jumping over to the Bengals D. The Bengals' success the last 2 years, can't say it was because of their defense. In 21, they were 18th overall D, but somehow they made it to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Last year they improved. They got up to number 7. This year, probably attributable to the slow start to the offense, they're back down to 18th overall.
So you can score on them.
Yes, you can.
You can get yards on them. That's the big thing.
Oh, you
They've
can't
been
score on them?
outgained, both. They've been outgained 2 games in a row, 2 wins in a row. Seattle and San Francisco outgained by 1.5 times their yardage, but they're opportunistic turnover machines.
Ooh.
Very good segue, because the Bengals D has forced multiple turnovers in 5 of their 7 games this season. They have the second most interceptions in the league with 10.
Oof.
And as a team, their turnover differential stands at +7, which is also second best in the league. Player that the Bills will have to watch out for on the Bengals D is defensive end Trey Hendrickson. He has 8 sacks so far this year.
That's good.
Bengals come in today relatively healthy. Joe Mixon is playing. However, he's listed as questionable with a chest injury. And I did see that one of their defensive linemen is out, but it wasn't a starter. So his name escapes me. My apologies.
What about the offensive tackle?
They had a couple of people questionable, but that was about
they
it.
said
He's
he
the one
was
who got
Yeah.
stepped on during last week's game. They'll get stepped on
Yeah.
eventually.
Yep.
Overall, all-time series, Bengals versus Bills. Bills lead the all-time 17-16. Last year we had the DeMar Hamlin game on Monday Night Football, so that game canceled.
Wash.
Then the Bengals won in Buffalo in the playoffs, 27-10.
Yeah.
Prior to that, they haven't played since 2019, which was a 21-17 Bills win.
Was that Esiason?
Nah, not in 2019, no.
Not quite.
Kitnagan?
Could be.
Dalton. The answer's Dalton.
2 notes to finish up on. Now, this one is kind of odd.
Okay.
Scheduling quirk. The Bengals have yet to beat an AFC team this year.
Ooh.
Their 4 wins, they swept the NFC West in their crossover games. And then former Bengals wide receiver Chris Collinsworth. He joined NBC in 2006 when NBC got the rights to Sunday Night Football. Since then, the Bengals are 0-9 on Sunday nights.
Oof.
So it's Collinsworth's fault?
Yes.
The curse of Chris Collinsworth.
Beautiful. I'll take it.
All right, Jimmer, thank you very much.
All right, what do you got?
Okay. First down, prior to their current home of Paycor Stadium, whichever that sponsor that is, they played from 1970 to 1999 in this football stadium.
Paul Brown Stadium?
Also known as, no, it was Paul Brown when they moved into the stadium they're in now.
Oh.
It started out as that.
Riverfront Stadium?
Riverfront
There we
Stadium.
go.
All right, you pump faked, but you got it.
All right.
During the stretch of the late 2000s, early 2000 teens, however we want to name that, the Bengals were called by some sportscasters by this moniker to allude to their deficiency on the field.
The Bungles.
The Bungles. The Bengals,
Not the
as
Bungles.
of 2022, has a franchise value of $3 billion. Where do you think that lands them on the list of value of the 32 NFL franchises?
23rd.
Add 9. Dead last in value of NFL franchises.
Even more than Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Or even less than Jacksonville,
Yep.
excuse me? Wow.
Because of the money that Cons put into the team. Fourth down.
All right.
The Bengals beat the Bills in the 1988 season AFC Championship game to go to the Super Bowl to get,
Beat by San Francisco.
beat by San Francisco. Can you name me the starting quarterback from that Bengals team?
Ken Anderson.
Can you name me the starting running back from that Bengals team?
For the Bengals. I know that was the game where Ronnie Harmon dropped the pass.
Correct.
That was for the Bills.
Yes.
No, I cannot.
It's Icky Woods.
Oh, okay. The Icky Shuffle.
Can you name one receiver on that 88 Bengals team?
Ken Joyner.
Either one. Ken Joyner, Collinsworth. Not very good. It's
All
not
right,
too
yeah.
difficult, but I thought get some players from a Bills game of the past in there from the Bengals, or Bungles as they were so aptly named. A Steelers commentator gave them that nickname, and it stuck with them for the years that they were poor.
All right, we'll go with it.
Well, they're not poor like money-wise, poor as in
And play.
In play. Very good, Jim. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you later.
All right, bye, Aaron.
See you later, double.
Well, Jim, it's time for a Q&A.
With
Dubai!
Hey, make his grand appearance. All right.
Hi, Aaron.
I'm glad I could make it.
Oh, yeah.
Good to see you, man.
Got here just in time.
There's fans in the crowd, claiming that Aaron's song is genius.
No, it's just fine. Yeah, so I didn't do any work today.
All right.
Okay.
So
Moving on.
Yep.
Oh,
We might as well just go to the picks.
okay.
All right.
No.
All right.
Not so
Guess
fast.
You know what? I just thought of something.
All right.
Okay. It happens to be you wrote it down.
Yes.
Right
I have
now.
this piece of paper with stuff on it. Okay, so what I want to do is play Who's the Worst?
All right.
Okay, so I've got the list of all the AFC teams, and I would like you to start with number 16 and go up to the top.
Okay. Who's the worst?
Who
AFC
is the
team?
worst AFC team?
Texans.
No, I wouldn't put the Texans as the worst.
The Texans. The Colts.
What about
The
Patriots?
Patriots or the Raiders?
The Raiders are. Boy, they're going through some crap.
Yes, we'll get to that.
They were the ones with the fired coach.
Yes.
So maybe they should be the worst.
They owe $88 million in coaching over the next 4 years to guys that don't coach for them. That's unbelievable.
That's ridiculous.
Go the Raiders. The Raiders.
All right, Raiders 16. 15.
Patriots.
Oof. I gotta go Carolina. They're in the wrong conference. I gotta go with Houston.
Houston's actually been kind of surprised.
They at least
Patriots beat the Bills. That's why I'm going with that. Although last week they looked god awful.
the Texans at least have a quarterback.
Right.
Patriots.
I'm going to break the tie
Okay.
and say the Patriots.
Okay. Next up, the Texans.
No, I'd say the Titans.
I like the Texans here.
I like the Texans here.
13.
Titans.
Either Titans or Colts.
Ooh. Colts. I think they'd have been better off with Richardson, as fun as Minshew is, and it's not. They got nowhere to go right now.
What do you think?
I'll go Colts.
Colts. We forgot about the orange team with the blue.
Denver.
Oh, they just beat KC. I gotta put them right above who we just did.
Yeah.
So Titans then Broncos or Broncos then Titans?
Who's worse? Titans are worse right now.
They
I
both
don't
are
know. Levis
bad.
is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd actually put Houston over both of them. to be honest
Yeah,
with
you know what? I
Yes,
gotta
but-
go with.
But we disagreed with you.
Well,
I've already written it.
oh, it's in stone.
Never mind. We're out. The chisel. I present to you these 10 commandments. Sorry.
All right. So what do we think? Titans or Broncos?
Who's worse?
Yes.
Broncos.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I go Titans there. Levis.
And
looks
then
like he could
Titans
be
there.
good.
Yeah. All right. So what do we got? Chargers, Bengals, Browns, Jets is like the next four.
Just put them all together.
Pittsburgh.
Oh,
know,
the
Pittsburgh,
Steelers,
though-
they keep winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like
how?
5-3.
They're
They're so bad, but
It's
they
a
keep
howl.
winning.
Yeah.
Now, if we're going with it, I'd have to say Jets.
Just because of quarterback?
Yeah.
I'd put the Jets a little higher.
I think maybe
for me, I'm Chargers. They can't win anything.
Yeah, I'm fine with LA right there.
Yeah.
They don't. I would put the Jets and Pittsburgh above the Chargers right now.
All right, let's go Chargers then.
Perfect.
Then Jets.
Jets, then Pittsburgh.
Jets. Pittsburgh.
Yep.
So we got Browns, Bengals, Bills.
I'll go Browns.
Browns, Bills, Bengals.
Yeah.
I mean, Bills and Bengals. We'll find out tonight.
Right, but
like,
I'd say a draw maybe right now.
those are right. They've got to be together, right?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so we got 6 and 5.
Then Miami, Kansas City.
Dolphins, Ravens, Jags, Chiefs.
Oh. I put the Jaguars. I'd slip the Jaguars maybe just. I put the Jags next.
Because they did beat the Bills.
Right. Jags.
We got to see how this game plays out today.
Yeah. Jags, Ravens, Dolphins, Chiefs, I think is kind of the way I'd go with that. What is the
Jags,
score right now?
I would put the Ravens. I'd put the Ravens over the Jags. I would.
Yes, I'd put
then-
the Ravens better than
Yes,
the Jags.
yes.
And then, depending how this game plays out today, Miami, Kansas City.
Yeah.
Right. So Ravens 3, Dolphins, Chiefs, whoever wins this, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got for a score, Scott?
21-0.
Oh, that was 21-0 a while ago.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm refreshing.
It was 21-14.
21-14.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so we'll put 1A and 1B.
Sure.
Perfect. All right, I got a couple new other questions for you.
Okay.
These are about food.
No.
What is the appropriate amount of toast on your toast?
Toast on my toast?
Medium light.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Medium.
Medium dark.
Oh.
Ooh, medium dark.
Nobody heard me, so you just.
Scott said medium dark.
How do you say?
Wait, what about your toast?
I'm not telling you.
Bullshit.
It's
private
It's
information.
Q&A with double A. I get to
Not
ask
Q&As.
questions here.
Privileged information.
How do you say the word F-I-L-E-T?
It's fillet, not fillet.
Fillet. I go with our English brethren.
Yeah.
And what is the appropriate temperature to cook that said meat?
Medium rare.
Medium.
Yeah, I see.
Rare, you crazy.
What is the best way to cook an egg?
Scrambled.
You're all wrong. It's deviled.
Easy.
Ah.
Deviled egg.
Scrambled.
Scrambled. So you can put other stuff in with it.
Yeah.
What is your go-to vegetable?
Go to broccoli.
Broccoli. Yeah, I go broccoli.
Uh-oh, Jim. What about you? Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
I'm not
I
telling
know.
you.
You told me how you like your eggs, though.
No, I didn't. I just said
Fertilized.
deviled is best.
Ah.
Is there a dessert that you can think of that you had one time and would love to have again, but you've never had it again?
Ooh, only one time?
Yep.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
No. Nothing that I've only had one time. that
No,
I've
there
never had
was some
again.
sort of dessert I had at the Rainforest Cafe at the Animal Kingdom, and it was almost like not quite like a chocolate lava cake with ice cream kind of deal on it, but whatever way they presented it and did it, it was amazing.
Nice.
Like ultra rich, but not like make you like sick, like too rich. The ice cream kind of dumbed that down. It was amazing.
Mine is a churro. I've only had it
Really?
once.
All right.
I miss tiramisu from like the Brick Room tiramisu.
Yes, that
oh,
was
that was
good.
good.
All right, and I've got some dumb questions here.
All right.
What did the fish say when he swam into the wall? Damn.
That's a good one.
I don't know. Should I even do the next one?
Yeah, let it fly. Let it fly.
Oh, that one was too good. I don't know if this one's even good. All right. Did you know there are 3 types of people in the world? Those who know how to count and those who can't.
That's good.
Yeah.
I should have stopped the fish joke.
Or should have switched them up, maybe. I don't know.
I like what's the other? There's a goldfish one that's 2 goldfish are in a tank. One says to the other, "Do you got to drive this thing?"
Yes.
Oh, stop, Jim! Stop it! Don't make me get the violin out.
That was a good tank joke.
This is
smell
my
it.
this is my gavel from Thursday night when the Bills coaching staff was on trial and they listened for a half.
Yes. But we're not going to harp on that part.
No. Oh, more music jokes.
Yes.
Ah. So that was fun. It really, truly was.
Yeah, I'm out of questions. So.
Okay.
All right.
I suppose it is then time for quick picks.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Quick Picks.
Get a load of this sun.
No, that's genius.
The sun?
The
Absolutely.
sun and the song.
And look at this thing. It is like,
That's jazz. The song.
I feel like we're in that scene in the Blues Brothers, you know, when he finds out that they're on a mission from God. And the
Oh.
sun, they're at James Brown's Mass there, and the sun comes through the clock tower right onto him. Have you seen the light? And Belushi just starts doing backflips. He was the best. Thursday night football. Titans lose to the Steelers 20-16. That was great. Minnesota at Atlanta.
Atlanta's giving 3.5. Minnesota quarterback Kirk Cousins, torn Achilles. Atlanta quarterback Desmond Ridder, benched.
Oh, yeah.
So you got 5th-round pick Jaron Hall out of BYU for Minnesota versus former Washington quarterback Taylor Heineke for Atlanta. Atlanta's 1-6 against the spread their last 7 games, but I'm going with them with the more experienced quarterback.
Definitely not Washington. They're terrible.
That's because they're not playing in this
They're
game.
not playing that game. But we'll get to them.
They're going to do great.
But Josh is just...
It's a tie.
Oh, it's volley special.
I got to go with the Atlanta Heinekes here. I always like that guy. Chicago at no.
No is giving 9.5. I don't have anything on this one. Give me New Orleans.
Okay.
Yes.
That was awesome. All right.
No.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. L.A. at Green Bay.
All right.
LA.
You'll find out.
Oh, okay.
Packers are getting 4. Rams.
Oh.
Quarterback Matt Stafford, not expected to play, so it looks like it's Brett Rippon gets the start.
It said today, just as I came on, Brett Rippon is starting.
Okay. In the first half of games this season, Green Bay has a point differential of -59. Second half, it's +43. Green Bay is 0-4 against the spread, and straight up the past 4 games, they break that and win today.
I don't know. Jordan Love looks terrible.
Yes, he does, but they're due.
I guess maybe Aaron Jones game where he just runs all
If
over
he's
him.
healthy enough.
He did say that he was going to play and he
Yeah.
was healthy. Yeah, I guess I'll Green Bay.
Green Bay stinks, but they got to win something. I mean, I'm kind of a little surprised that they're this porous. Washington football team at knee.
Knee is giving 2. You got a matchup of Washington's second to last ranked D in points allowed versus New England's second to last place offense in points scored. New England is 0-4 this season outside of the AFC East, only team in the NFL to not have a non-divisional win. Washington 3-0 against the spread this season as a road underdog, but Washington, they traded away a bunch of their
went
defensive
full
line.
sell, yeah.
They're out. Give me the Patriots.
I'll take Atlanta.
All right.
You're my hero. I will take probably the Patriots.
Yeah.
Isn't Kendrick Bourne out for the rest of the year too?
Doesn't matter.
No.
I don't think it does.
I guess I'll go with New England.
Washington's bad.
So yeah, they sold the house. Maybe the 1 o'clock slot marquee game, which we were all saying this a few years ago. Seattle at Baltimore.
Baltimore is giving 6.5 in his career. Baltimore quarterback Lamar Jackson, 17-1 versus NFC teams. Only loss was Week 6 last year to the Giants.
Wow.
Since 2021, Ravens are only 5-11 against the spread as a home favorite. That's the most at-home losses of any team during this period, but I'm still going Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore looks good, and Seattle does not. Like, Geno does not look like he did last year.
They don't
They're
impress you
in
much?
first place, though.
What?
They're in first place.
I
in
know,
the
but
division.
like, he's only throwing for like 200 yards a week.
Yeah.
I think this game is going to be much like the Seattle-Cincinnati game, which was they're going to limit like the way Seattle limited Burrow in the second half. I see the same thing happening here a little bit, but I think Baltimore has too much juice to open up to a lead, and then Seattle had to try to claw back into the game.
It is the local television game at 1.
Yeah, I'll take Baltimore by 1. Tampa Bay, those losers, against the Houston Texans.
Houston is giving 2.5 going back to 2020. Houston has lost their last 5 straight games when they've been favored. Second longest streak in the league. Carolina has the most at 9. I'm going, this one. I'll go with Houston.
Houston it is.
Although Tampa Bay struggled against us, I think they're a better team than that. I'm not sure Houston is quite there yet. I'm going Houston.
I am also going Houston. That's weird. All three of us take Houston for the first time ever.
Well, he took Houston. We took Houston.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Then let me draw another column. Arizona at Cleveland. Oh, this could be ugly.
Our biggest spread of the day, Cleveland is giving 13. Kyler Murray back practicing, but Cardinals going to be going with rookie fifth-round pick Clayton Tune out of Houston. Deshaun Watson back at quarterback for Cleveland. Arizona started the season 3-0 against the spread. Past 5, they are 1-4. Give me Cleveland.
Yeah,
Cleveland's big.
Yeah, Cleveland's defense is record-setting through the first 8 weeks. Man, they are very, very good and physical, and that's a complete defense. You know, you can't run on them, you can't throw on them, kind of deal. Yeah. We saw that with the Niners a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And who thought they would lose 3 in a row?
Right.
Jerks. Colts at Panthers.
Panthers getting to Frank Reich revenge game.
Ah, of course.
Current Colts head coach was fired last year as head coach of the Panthers 9 games into the season after posting a 2-7 record. Carolina 1-5-1 against the spread this season. Only team in the league to not cover at least 2 games. Revenge is sweet for Frank Reich.
Going for Frank Reich?
Minshew.
Obviously, because they're at home, I'm taking Carolina. And Sir Purr, the best name of a mascot in the league. The Panther guy in the suit, his name is Sir Purr. Yeah. First name. Oh, crap. Do we got to pick this one?
Uh-huh.
Giants at Raiders. Oofa.
Yeah. Raiders giving 1.5 this week. Offensive coordinator Mick Lombardi fired. General manager Dave Ziegler fired. Head coach Josh McDaniels fired.
Probably should have never gotten hired in the first place.
Mm-hmm. You know, he is the only coach in NFL history to not last 2 full seasons at his first 2 head coaching positions. So remember, he lasted a season and a half in Denver.
Why do these guys keep hiring this guy?
Quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo benched. Raiders are a mess, but here come the Giants.
I see your mess, and I will counter you with another one.
They're starting undrafted rookie Tommy DeVito at quarterback.
Oh, I got his passing chart last week.
Oh,
last week, between the now injured Tyrod Taylor and DeVito, they led the Giants' offense to -9 yards passing versus the Jets. I'm going with the Raiders with the new head coach bump.
They ran the ball 23 straight times because they were so scared of DeVito's arm.
Yep.
23 times.
This is horrible.
No, I'm not picking the Giants.
Okay. I am going with the Raiders. The Raiders, about that point about McDaniels, when they fired Gruden because of whatever, the whole scandal 2 seasons ago, or whatever that was, the team rallied around the interim coach there. They took them to the playoffs. They lost on a playoff road game and a 1-score game at the Bengals. Mm-hmm. I mean, and they totally bought in to that guy. And the Raiders, Davis is like, no, screw that guy. We want McDaniels because good for them that they stink because of a bad decision.
Yes.
Reap what you sow, and they got a beautiful stadium there. Go Raiders. Dallas at the Fly Eagles Fly.
Fly Eagles Fly, giving 3 points. Although Dallas and Philly play each other twice a year, this is only the second ever quarterback matchup of Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott.
Really?
Both of them threw for 4 touchdowns last week. Prescott's last 3 starts versus the Eagles, Prescott is 3-0. The Cowboys have averaged 44 points per game. They did split head-to-head last season, but that was one where Cooper Rush was playing for Dallas. I'm saying high scoring, but give me the Eagles.
I don't know, man. This is a tough one. Both teams are about the same. Dallas is maybe going up. Eagles maybe a little down. I'm going to go with the quarterback I trust the most, so Hurts. I'll go Eagles.
I am going to go Eagles as well, but boy, did Dallas look...
Yes.
The Rams aren't good. I don't think they're awful either, but Dallas looked every bit of the team that they were touted at the beginning of the season against, especially the first half against the Rams last week. It was a horrible blowout, 33-9 at one point, or 3 or something. They looked really good, but Philly at home, they've done well at home this year, it's like taking on Miami at home. Mm-hmm. To me, it's a pick 'em. I'll just take the home team. Tomorrow night, LA at NYJ.
Which LA?
You'll find out.
NYJ is getting 3.5. Chargers D has allowed the third most passing yards against. Jets offense, second least amount of passing yards this season. Chargers are 0-3 against the spread and straight up versus teams over 500. I'm taking the Jets.
Give me the Jets.
I am not taking the Jets. Excuse me, hang on 1 second. I will obviously go with the Chargers. They have great coaching decisions. Their quarterback always never flounders at the end down the stretch. Mainly I'm taking the Chargers in case the Bills lose tonight. I need another game cushion against the Jets. So that's all I'm going with on that one. Here we go. Bills at Bengals Riverfront Stadium, 1999. None of that is true. Bills at Bengals tonight, 8 o'clock.
Paycor Stadium, 2023.
Allegedly.
Bengals giving 2. Bills are 0-4 against the spread. They're past 4. Last time they went 5 without covering the spread spanned the 76-77 season when they went 6 straight.
I saw that the other day. It was pretty crazy.
It's going to be 5 straight. If this game was a month ago and in Buffalo, I would take Buffalo. Bills defense banged up. Cincinnati offense turning it on. I'm going to say Cincinnati 31, Bills 24.
Boo. Boo you, Jim.
I'm not writing the scores down. I'm writing hate letters to Jim.
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be close. Not like the playoff game we didn't show up.
Ugh.
No. This is going to be offense. Probably 38-35.
Ooh,
Who?
The team.
the team.
The winner.
Nice. Scott?
I don't want to say.
Go on.
It's going to be close. Okay, 28-24. One of the fellas.
Another vote for the team.
Yeah.
The team. The team right now, it's 2-1, the team, but I don't know what team it is. I'm going to think the Bills are going to win. If they have any sort of mental fortitude and capability of
Yes.
redoing what they did in the Raiders win, the Miami win, the Tampa win, do it. Do it tonight.
We need the first half all game.
All game long. And the first half has to be good.
Yes.
If the first half is bad, we don't want that all game.
No.
I'm just saying. I think since he's going to get some points, maybe more than 1 or 2, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Give a
I do
score.
know.
Give a score.
Give a score 31-25.
Okay.
Bills. I think the offense, you
Good for you.
you have to look at it and say, this is the winning formula. We cannot divert from this. 3 wide receivers, 11 personnel,
Yep.
3 wide receivers with Kincaid on the field. Get the ball out of Allen's hands quickly. Last week, 2.6 seconds, quickest in his career, and he was still 31 of 40.
And stop handing the ball off on 4th and 1 out of shotgun.
Or 3rd and 1 at the goal line with a shotgun. Yeah, learn from Aaron over here, and don't screw it up. But
Let's
don't
win.
screw it up. Yeah,
Let's
just
win.
win the damn game.
That's your advice.
Yes, don't screw it up. And don't play to lose the game either.
Yes.
You should be a coach. Don't play to lose, and don't screw it up, fellas.
Yes.
That's
And
what we're here
Let's
for.
get out there.
and that's how we win.
Yep.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.